gentlemen, from a population of 53, welcome to Primero High School for this presentation of high school basketball on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. This is the Blue Ribbon Processing of Fowler, Colorado pregame show. Welcome in the studio tonight, Brock Brunelli, Brad Doherty. Going to be a 1A Colorado matchup here on this late January night. Lady Mustangs making the trip up Highway 12. We'll start off with them. This Lady Mustangs team will try their best, escaping Primero with a win. Some key notes: Emma Amato, the junior guard, who was fourth in scoring on the squad last year, she is out tonight with that injury. She had 9 points last time against this Primero squad on January 6th of 2023. Keep an eye out on for Isabel Gonzalez, the senior three-point specialist. She's back after being out in that 38-21 loss versus Eads Friday night. Look for her to get out and pull the three ball early. She had 21% three-point percentage last year on 113 attempts, going 2 for 5 here last year in Primero. On the other side, the main element of this Bulldog squad, led by head coach Mark Martinez, they got one of the most polished all-around combo guard forwards in the Colorado 1A world, the sophomore Isabella Maldonado, who sits 10th in points per game with 16.1 points per game and 7th in field goals. That's going to wrap up everything for this pregame show. We're going to be having the starting lineups here and the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen.
There are few better places than athletic competition to demonstrate respect for others. By your demonstration of respect for those participating and watching today, you underscore that the most important part of high school competition is the people involved and not the game itself. The CHASA is emphasizing sportsmanship, which means be respectful at all times. The bleachers to enhance is a warning, and after that is a penalty for the team that's in violation. Also, the fouls are now two shot free throw after 5 fouls in each.
All right, ladies and gents, you may or may not be able to hear some of the details getting shared by the PA announcer about rules and things. Here we go, Pledge of Allegiance time.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Going to begin starting lineups here from Primero. Going to start off with the Lady Mustangs, Gianna Shively, the junior. Number 5, the freshman, Gabriela Rios, drawing the start. Number 24, the junior, Lexi Winford. Number 31, the guard, the freshman, Kennedy Cranston. And wrap it off, the only senior on this Lady Mustangs squad, Isabella Gonzalez. Lady Mustangs led by head coach Justin Winford. Now we're going to get the hometown Primero Bulldogs starting lineups. Number 1, Jalecia Atkins, the freshman. Number 10, another freshman, Amy Minsick. Number 23, the sophomore, we mentioned her in our pregame show, Isabella Maldonado. Number 25, that's going to be the sophomore, Jocelyn Rivera. And to wrap it off, the senior, Skylar McCorkle, led by head coach Mark Martinez. About to get started here. Thank you all who have joined us here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Only game on tap here tonight on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
Well, that's just tonight, Brock. We got a doubleheader coming up tomorrow. We have a crew in Kim and a crew in Honey. We'll have all those details for you here in a little bit.
There you go. Excited for lots of basketball and lots of action. Going to be Winford versus McCorkle here on the tip-off. We can start here from Primero. Lady Bulldogs win the tip. That's going to be Maldonado going down Broadway, up and good. Put 2 points early in the box score for Isabella Maldonado. Here comes a press displayed by the Lady Bulldogs in the hands of the guard. That's going to be Candy Cranston, the freshman. Had a wide open alley there for a second. Quickly closed there from Atkins. Winford on the left wing to the senior Isabel Gonzalez. Kick out over there to Shively. Shively thought about it. Up back top there to Winford. Winford on over to Gonzalez. Winford for this Mustang squad. 2.3 points per game, 4.4 defensive rebounds per game last year for this squad. 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting with 10 rebounds last year against Primero. Shively tries to save it there. Out of bounds, heading White's way. Number 10, Amy Minsick, the freshman here on the inbound. Rivera going to be bringing it up here for this Lady Bulldog squad. Rivera, the guard, slinging inside to Maldonado, right in the hands there. That's going to be Candy Cranston running and gunning. Here comes Cranston over the right side, going to slow things down. Heaves on over there to Isabel Gonzalez. Saves after, going there through her legs. Gonzalez trapped quickly there, in over there to Shively. Maldonado, kind of a crazy sequence there. Anyway, heading Lady Bulldogs' way. Rivera due to bring it up now. 3.8 points per game, 4 points versus La Vida last night on 11% field goal percentage. She's handling the point guard duties here tonight. Mintick's mid-jumper up and good. 4-0 here, early here in the first quarter from Primero. Here comes Winford, slings it on over to Gonzalez, brings it past the timeline. Out of bounds. Last touch there, I believe, by Rivera. It'll be Maroon's ball. Here comes Cranston. She's going to be bringing it up here, the freshman for this Lady Mustang squad. Gonzalez has it on over to Cranston. Back on over to Winford. Winford trapped there from Maldonado. Offside there, that's going to be on over there to Cranston. Left wing on over to Gonzalez. Back on over Winford, going inside, working on McCorkle. And the stuff there from McCorkle. Here comes Maldonado. Going down the court, coast to coast. Maldonado finds an alley, up and good. 6-0, quick lead here from this Lady Bulldogs team coming out hot. 5:46 remaining, out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Bulldogs. Stays Maroon's way. This Mustang squad 6-6 on the year. Led by 2010 state champion Justin Winford, beating that Wiley squad 51-32, led by 18 points from Danielle Lewis. Here comes Shively, going to sling it on over there to Winford, back on over to Cranston. Gonzalez pulls the trigger, up, rouse off the iron, recovered. Tip, last touch, Cranston, staying Lady Bulldogs possession. 6 unanswered points here early in the first quarter of play. Brock Brunelli, Brad Doherty bringing you the coverage here from Primero. Here comes Minsick going inside. Nice little feed there to Maldonado. Taken away, Gonzalez. Back on over to Winford, trapped. Breaking the press. Here comes Cranston. Lady Mustangs had numbers there for a second. Gonzalez going to pull her second three. Up no good, Ral off the iron. She's 0 for 2 from the three-point line so far tonight. 2 thumbs and a jump ball. Going to be staying right here for the Lady Mustangs. Be Cranston heaving on over. Mid-jumper there from Winford, up no good. Cranston tried to save it, out of bounds, heading the other way. Lady Bulldogs ball. Minsick on the inbound over the point guard. That's going to be Rivera. Minsick on the season, 7.3 points per game. That's second on the team with 2.5 rebounds per game. Rivera on over there. That's going to be the freshman Minsick. Bounce pass on over to Rivera. Back on over to Minsick. Feed inside McCorkle. Great job by Gabby Rios there, closing the gap quick. Rivera's going to sing that from Stonewall, up and no good. Recovered Candy Cranston. Here comes Cranson's going to slow things down, runner offense on over to Gonzalez. Back over right wing. Shively has a wide open three. That's going to be pulled up, no good. Lady Mustangs 0 for 3 from the three-point line here so far tonight early with 4:13 remaining. 6-0, the hometown Lady Bulldogs on top so far. Even on over there, that's going to be Gianna Shively on over to Winford. Back on over to Gonzalez. The end around on over there to Cranston. Cranston on over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to sling it outside there to Shively. Shively, little Euro step up, hits the deck, and a foul. I believe that is going to be on the Lady Bulldogs, so it's going to send Gianna Shively to the charity stripe. Gianna Shively wore the number 31 jersey last year, 1.1 points per game, 1.1 rebounds per game. Misses that charity stripe shot up and no good. 6-2 your score here. 4-point lead here early for this Lady Bulldog squad. Vera stops, slings on over to Minsick. Bounces off the ankles there of Shively. Here comes Gonzalez. And it's going to be a carry heading the other way. 3:45 remaining here in the first quarter play. 6-2 is your score here. Rivera brings it past the timeline. Rivera's going to pull it up, no good. She's 0 for 2 now from the three-point line here tonight. Here comes Cranston bringing it on over there past the timeline. Going inside, has Winford on over to the top. She's going to go on the top of the base, going inside. Winford's just going to take it. Right off the rim there. Cranston, offensive rebound, swatted in the hands of Maldonado, and a foul. They're going to get Lexi Winford on there on a little push. Here comes Rivera now, bringing it up again for Lady Bulldogs. She's handled the point guard duties here so far tonight. Rivera stops, slings it on over to Minsick, going inside. Nice swat there from company of Rios and Winford. Heading the other way. Now this Lady Mustangs team, if they can just get, buckets and try to break this press. I think so far this press has really worked here for this Lady Bulldogs team as Gonzalez heaves it in over. Another turnover there. Maldonado bounces off of her ankle out of bounds. I believe they got Rios or Gonzalez last touching that one. 2:57 here from Primero. 6-2 is your score. Rivera has it, slings it on over there. That's going to be Atkins. Atkins back on over to Rivera, back on over to Minsick. Minsick going inside through the legs of Winford, back inside there. Maldonado kick out Atkins. Atkins up and good. All chords there from Atkins. 8-2 is your score here. On over to Rios. Rios loses it, recovered. Skylar McCorkle on over to Atkins. Back on over to Minsick. Minsick looking for a guard to run the offense. Rivera. Here comes Jocelyn Rivera up on over to Minsick. Minsick bounce pass on over to Maldonado. Been nice seeing the matchup between Maldonado and Winford so far tonight. Minsick, it's going to be a jump ball call there from Davy Santa Stevens, second one of the night. Lady Bulldogs ball. Breaking off the inbound, the heave on over. Nice intercepted there from Gianna Shively. Lady Mustangs got numbers if they want it. Shively up to the trees, up no good. Recovered Shively. That's Cranston, my apologies. On over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to pull the three. Uno, dos, tres. Isabel Gonzalez. Lady Mustangs doing their version of a press here. Minsick breaks it on over, bounces right off of Candy Cranston. Some substitutions. Charlie Burley, the freshman, checking in. Gabriela Rios hits the bench. Obviously, we've mentioned both teams very young. Lots of things to look forward to if you're a Bulldogs and Mustangs fan on both sides. Lots of youth on both sides. Here comes Winford. Back on over to Cranston. Cranston heaves it on over to Isabel Gonzalez. She's your leading scorer here for Lady Mustangs. Isabel Gonzalez going to pull a three. Up and good. And, we mentioned that in the pregame show. Gonzalez went 2 for 5 here last year from the three-point line. Now she's 50% tonight as Gonzalez picks the pocket of Minsick. I believe that was last touch by Gonzalez, so going to be Bulldogs ball. That's just, a part and foundation of Isabel Gonzalez's game is she likes to shoot the three-point ball, and, a lot of times she's successful. Isabella Shue now checking in for this Lady Bulldogs squad. Back on over to Rivera. Mintic hit the bench here. Shue now handling the guard duties. Shue on the season here, 20th career game tonight. 2 points on 1 of 3 shooting versus Kim Branson last year. Here comes Shively, slowing things down. Lady Mustangs doing a good job of crawling back into this game. 50 seconds even left. That's going to be Shively on over. Back on over, kick out to Cranston. Back on over left wing, that's going to be Winford. Heave on over to Gonzalez, back on over to Cranston. Cranston working inside, wide open Shively. Shively's going to pull it up. No good, air balls it right in the hands of Rivera. He's on over Gonzalez, back in the hands of McCorkle. Back on over to Shue. Shue working inside, taking away Lady Mustangs. Now this Lady Mustangs team, that's a foul, little reach in there, I believe, on Isabel Shue, but this Lady Mustangs squad now getting a lot of points off of turnovers, and we just mentioned that early in the first quarter. If they get that done, they'll crawl right back into this game. Candy Cranston has it. That's going to be Isabel Gonzalez to wide open Lexi Winford. Feed inside, Burley working on McCorkle. Burley hits the deck, Rivera recovers. Goes through her back there, recovered Jocelyn Rivera. 4 seconds left, I believe this will be the last shot of the quarter. McCorkle inside, looking to pass to Shue. End of one from Primero, 8-8 is your score. You're watching high school basketball, all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
LARCC Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
Rotation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 more sponsors now on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. One of those being Cummings Trucking LLC. He stepped up again, already did the TSC tourney, but now he's becoming a sponsor for the rest of basketball season and the Los Animas County Fair in June. Cummings Trucking LLC, hit up Cam there for any hauling trucking needs, and he also has connections for good hay, alfalfa, and all that good stuff. So contact Cummings Trucking LLC for any of your hauling, hay, and alfalfa needs. All right, just like that, we're getting back in the action here. 8-8 is your score. 8 minutes. It says for the second quarter, 8's all over. Maroons ball here. Lexi Winford on the inbound on over to Kennedy Cranston. Brings it past the timeline here. Lady Mustangs start with Gabriela Rios subbing in for Gianna Shively at the end of the quarter. Burley in the mid-post, up and no good, heading the other way. Shue's going to be bringing it up now for this Lady Bulldog squad. They're actually going to hand it off on over to Jocelyn Rivera. Rivera on over there to Atkins. Atkins, the freshman, on over there to sophomore Rivera, on over to Shue. Rivera's got it on over there. That's going to be the bounce pass on over to Atkins. Atkins going to pull it up, no good. Rebound, Lexi Winford. Here comes Lexi Winford pushing up the timeline. Lexi Winford going inside. Working on 4 Bulldogs, decides to kick it outside there to Candy Cranston on over to the left wing. That's going to be Gonzalez on over to Winford. Winford on over to Cranston. Wide open, Isabel Gonzalez. Up, no good. Last touch there by Gabriela Rios. Out of bounds, heading the other way. 8-8 your score, 7-11 remaining here from Primero. Here comes Jocelyn Rivera, bringing it up. Thought about for a second, going to go on over to Atkins, back of the guard. That's going to be Rivera. Atkins has it here on the season, 4.9 points per game for this Primero squad. Here comes Rivera on over to Atkins. Feed inside, tip to Burley. Nice taken away there from Burley. Charlie Burley pushing up on over there to her freshman tandem of Burley and Cranston. There'll be some names for years to come for this Mustang squad. I think Burley and Cranston can grow into being very fine players for this Justin Winford-led Mustang squad. Here comes Gonzalez, the senior, only senior on this Mustang squad. On over there, Winford on over to Cranston. Cranston driving inside. Thought about there for a second. Gonzalez on over to Rios. Goes right through the hands of Gabriel Rios, out of bounds, heading the other way. You know, back-to-back turnovers now for this Lady Mustang squad. Here comes Rivera on over there to Shu. Shu's going to pull the three. Up no good, bounces off the lip of the rim. On over to Winford. Winford bringing it up. Lady Bulldogs didn't choose to use a press there. On over, tipped. Here comes Rivera, taking away 6 minutes even. 2-on-3, taking away Isabel Gonzalez. Third steal of the game for her. Lexi Winford just slowing things down. Gone over the point guard, Candy Cranston. On over there to Gabriela Rios. Garcia do check in for this Bulldog squad. It'll be the first time we see her tonight. Taking away Isabella Shu on over there. Atkins, and a travel there on Atkins. Gianna Shively now also checking in. Shu hits the bench. Garcia checks in. Gianna Shively checking in. Isabel Gonzalez hits the bench. There you go. Have joined us here so far on the Saddle Rock Sports Center. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. You know, it helps us out, or like this video. You know, thanks to great sponsorship, viewership, and supporting, that's what makes it go around. And what goes around is that ball into the basket there for Gianna Shively. A big three there. Lady Mustangs back to this one. Lady Bulldogs need to score now off of that three from Gianna Shively, coming off hot off the bench. Rivera in, and a travel. Now back-to-back travels now for this Bulldog squad. Going to be Maroon's ball.
So far, Shively and Gonzalez accounting for all 11 of the Mustangs' points. Shively with 5, Gonzalez with 6.
Here comes Cranston. Quick little handoff over there to Winford on over. Candy Cranston going on over there to Gabrielle Rios, going inside up. And she's going to get to Gabrielle Rios, heading to the charity stripe. 11-8 your score. Lady Bulldogs in front. Mitzik going to check in now. First one from the charity toss for Rios, up and good. Mitzik checking in now for Lady Bulldogs. Rivera gets a breather for the first time tonight. Charlie Burley hits the bench. Isabel Gonzalez, after a little 1-minute hiatus, gets back into the game. Gabriel Rios misses that one, up and no good. Recovered there. That's going to be Garcia. Garcia pushing up for this Bulldogs team. Heaves it on over there to Atkins. Recovers off the right hand on over to Garcia. Back on over to McCorkle. Mitzik going to run the offense now with Rivera on the bench. Mitzik makes Gonzalez. Mitzik going inside, up no good. To the window, to the wall there for Atkins, the freshman. 5 points on 25% field goal percentage last night for her. Here comes Cranston, heaves it on over there to Gonzalez. On over right wing, that's going to be Shively. Gonzalez going inside, kicks outside to Cranston, on over to Winford. Winford trapped there from Atkins and Garcia. Cranston just going to go inside on a little 12-footer. Swish for Kennedy Cranston. 14-10, your Lady Mustangs are on top. Here comes Minsick working on Shively on that face-to-face defense. Trap there, good trap there between Shively and Gonzalez there. Monall's going to have it. Currently on the season for her, 15.8 points per game. Season high 25 versus Antonito. Up and good there off the glass there for Isabella Maldonado.
She's got 6 in the contest.
You know, going back on over to Maldonado, double digits in 12 of the 13 games so far for this Bulldog squad. Lady Mustangs lose it. Lady Bulldogs lose it. Nice swat there from Isabella Maldonado. Recovered Rios on outside there. That's going to be Gonzalez on over there to Cranston. On over there to Winford. They're going to send Gianna Shively on the left side of your screen. Back on over to Gonzalez. On over there to Candy Cranston. Candy Cranston on over. From just pick and roll here happening. Shively has over the left wing, trapped. Cranston mid-jumper, and a foul there by Minsick. Put it in the book and send Candy Cranston to the line. There'll be 2 here from Candy Cranston. 14-12 is your score. Very tightly contested game here so far. I'm liking what I'm seeing from both squads. Obviously, I think both squads can maybe clean up the turnovers, but that's just, you know, with halftime adjustments and that, you hope to see that going into the second half. 3:07 remaining. Riley Monarco going to check in. Up and no good there. Cranston goes 0 for 2 there. Mintic keeps on over to Garcia, back on over to Atkins. Atkins up. Rouse off the toilet bowl, up no good. Staying right here, and you're going to get that substitution with Monarco checking in. Skylar McCorkle's going to get a breather for the first time tonight. Going over there for Monarco, 2.5 points per game, 2.7 rebounds per game. He's on over to Garcia, up and no good. Recovered Mintic, the freshman. Mintic push, and she's going to get 2. Mintic on the season, 32% field goal percentage. That foul was on Lexi Winford. That's going to be her second of the night. 2:53 remaining here from Primero. 14-12 is the score. Mintic can tie it up here with 2 made free throws. Up and good there from Mintic. Charlie Burley checking in now, and Lexi Winford hits the bench. The Mustangs having to do some mixing and matching with 6 ladies active tonight. Mintic's second one, rounds off the rim, recovered Monarco. Monarco takes in, says, nothing about a tie, let's get in the lead. 15-14, Lady Bulldogs. Now you see this Lady Bulldogs team, once again, the inbounds are going to go to that press. It's worked quite well so far for them tonight. Charlie Burley on over to Gabriela Rios, going to have it on the left wing, on over to Burley, back on over to Cranston. Cranston going to run the offense here. 2:25 remaining here in the first half. We'll have the Bowie Aesthetics and Wellness halftime show report coming up here in about 2 minutes. Comments and reactions and scoring updates from the first half of play. Out of bounds, going to stay right here for Maroon. Cranston heaves it on over. That's going to be Burley. Burley has it on over there to the freshman Cranston. 2 freshmen on the court for each squad here right now. That being Cranston and Burley, and then Atkins and Mintic for their respective teams. He's on over, tip there. Here comes Cranston. Cranston gone on over, back kicks it out over there. Isabel Gonzalez. Isabel Gonzalez almost lost her dribble. Gets it back on over to Cranston. Cranston, Candy Cranston, little up and good. Right off the glass there into the iron for Candy Cranston. 16-15, she has 4 points. Isabel Gonzalez is nice, contested there off of Isabel Maldonado. Last touch there from Burley. They're going to say that right foot hit the out of bounds Lady Bulldogs ball. Rivera checking back in now for his Lady Bulldog squad. That's going to be Atkins hitting the bench. Atkins on the season, 2.4 rebounds per game, 0.7 assists per game. Here comes Rivera on over to Mintic. Heaves it on over to Garcia. Rivera's going to pull the 3 up, no good. Lady Mustangs ball. 1:19 remaining, 16-15 is your score. Isabel Gonzalez pump fake on over to Burley, back on over to Shively. Shively lost it for a second. Great job by her recovering it. Shively there, contested. 2 thumbs in a jump ball. I believe possession arrow goes in the Lady Bulldogs' favor. It does. Here comes Mintic. Mintic on over, bounce pass inside of Monarco, pump fake Monarco. Up and good. I believe that's point number 4 there for Monarco. Confirmation there from Mr. Brad Doherty. That's 4 points there for Monarco. Burley trap, got to get it past the timeline. A foul. I think they're going to get a little reach in there on Rivera, though, in the end. It's going to be the second there, indeed, on Jocelyn Rivera. There's now 2 fouls there for Winford, 2 for Rivera. Something to keep an eye on down the stretch in this game if it stays this contested. Nice little feed inside to Rios, up and no good. And the other way, but I like the vision there from Isabel Gonzalez. Read it, knew Rios was going inside. Unfortunately for Lady Mustang, just not being able to execute that.
You know, a little senior leadership. I thought I overheard Isabel actually calling to Gabriella, saying, go, 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 and then she cut. So good job by the senior, letting the freshman know, hey, here's what you need to do right now. Go get it done. And she gave the good go. It was pretty cool to watch.
We get a substitution here. Lexi Winford checking in there for Gabriela Rios, the freshman. You know, I've liked what I've seen from Rios. That's going to be another freshman I'm excited to see blossom throughout the years. Obviously, if you're a freshman getting a lot of minutes early in your career, it truly helps you build your confidence, and playing time's the best practice for a person. And, you know, Rios has gotten a lot of minutes, and she's done a fine job for a freshman so far for this Mustang squad. Up and off the iron there, recovered Jocelyn Rivera, the sophomore. Jocelyn Rivera on over there to Minsick, 4 seconds remaining. Maldonado knows they have 3 seconds. Maldonado up, bounces off the iron. 17-16 here from Primero. We'll run some ads and then run into that Bowie Aesthetics and Wellness halftime show report, ladies and gentlemen.
When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado, and we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament.
Folks, a new sponsor, actually not a brand new sponsor. This is a sponsor that has been with us before they started off their advertising relationship with us during the Trinidad State College basketball tournament this past year, Bowie Aesthetics. And they are located right up Highway 12, just about a 5-minute drive from downtown Trinidad. And what they offer is a whole bunch of health and wellness and beauty services that you can't find anywhere else in Trinidad. In fact, right now they are offering a $50 off your first Diamond Glow facial. So you head on over there, you can stop by, you can find them on Facebook. They got a beautifully designed website. All their deals and specials are going to be right there, easy to find. Again, a new $50 off your first Diamond Glow facial ad promotion they are running right now. They also now offer laser hair removal, a brand new service that they did not offer when they advertised with us a few months ago. So thanks to Bowie. Or is it Bowie? We're going to have to ask him.
No idea.
I'll say it's Bowie. Why
There
not?
you go.
Anyway, we appreciate Bowie Wellness and Aesthetics for helping us out and for sponsoring this student-powered broadcast.
For sure, and we'll roll into their halftime show report there for them. Points breakdowns, currently the score being obviously 17-16. Both teams very evenly matched. I'm going to be honest, very evenly matched here so far tonight. 1 point lead, obviously, for the hometown Lady Bulldogs. I'm liking a lot of things what I'm seeing from both sides. I'm liking what I'm seeing specifically from Isabel Gonzalez so far tonight. She's pulled up a couple 3 balls for this Lady Mustang squad. On the other side, the freshman tandem of Atkins and Minsick, that's going to be a combo to keep an eye on for some years to come for this Lady Bulldog squad. We go back, obviously, to freshmen getting starting nods, getting a lot of minutes early on in their career as being a growing experience and doing good. Those Minsick and Atkins, they look like they're second, 3-4 year players. They look like they're veterans on this squad. They're doing a great job so far between Minsick and Atkins. I like what I'm seeing from them. You don't get that a lot out of freshmen, and obviously to get 2 starting freshmen for your team says a lot. about your youth and how good down the road this team can truly be with freshmen starting in that. So we're going to go on over to points scoring so far. We got Shively with 5. She's made a 3-ball in this game. Gabriela Rios with 1. She has 1 foul. Candy Cranston, she has 4 points. She has 2 fouls. Isabel Gonzalez, she pulled up 2 threes. She has 6 total points. On the other side for this Lady Bulldog squad, obviously, we have Atkins. We brought her up. She's got 4 points. We got Minsick with 3. She has 1 foul. And then Riley Monarco with 4. And Isabella Maldonado with 6 points so far and 1 foul for this Lady Bulldog squad. So they're looking good on both sides. I'm excited to see what changes between head coach Martinez and head coach Winford coming out of the locker room, what type of changes they make to their squads in the second half, and see who comes out victorious in this one. I'm so happy to be bringing it to you guys here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. You're coming in for a dandy here into the second half of play. Another thing I
Saddle Rock Sports Network is a student-powered broadcasting company that was started this fall.
Over the last 2 months, our student-produced broadcasts have gotten over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views. In January and February, we will be broadcasting 41 games for the high school and junior high Kim Branson Mustang basketball teams.
With that being said, would you like to put your ad in one of our live videos?
Your ad will also be permanently on the game videos, which live on YouTube forever.
Forever.
For forever.
And will be seen over and over again as the game is shared with fans and re-watched by players, coaches, and families.
We have ad packages based on sponsoring all the games in a given week, or sponsoring a specific team or teams.
Weekly ad packages start at 1 week, between 8 and 12 games, for $200 and go up to all 41 games for $800.
Team-based sponsorships are similarly priced.
Each package includes your logo on screen during gameplay and a commercial that gets aired during timeouts and half times of your sponsored games.
Another way Saddle Rock Sports Network is helping schools is that they give 20% of ad revenue back to a school group of your choice.
Whether that be, for example, the senior class, junior class, FFA, theater, whatever you want.
To reserve your sponsorship, click on the link to the order form in this post, or you can visit saddlerocksolutions.com.
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 saddlerocksolutions.com for more information.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, cool little thing we have over here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network is upcoming games. So it's a cool little thing we have on the Saddle Rock Sports Network here. Obviously, that junior high league tourney, obviously already done. Right now, we're getting that Kim Branson at Primero game happening. And then we have a boatload of games coming up.
That
so
is an accurate statement, Brock.
A boatload. We are
Maybe around here
stacked.
we have a Cam Cummings truckload. A
There
Cam
you go.
Cummings Trucking truckload
There you
of
go.
games.
Shout out to Cam. But yeah, we have a lot coming up. So hand over at Kim, and then obviously if that wasn't enough for you guys, we have Levita at Honey making the trip down there to play the Lady Farmers and the Honey Farmers men. And then we'll be at TSC, so back to our old stomping grounds there.
Some of our original stomping grounds, yeah.
Yeah, so Centennial making the trip from the valley on over there to play Kim and Branson, a little mutual site there at the college. And then Primero's going to make it down on over there to Kim to play Kim and Branson next week. That'll be on Tuesday. And then going on over Grenada at Kim Branson. That's going to be a good one. I'm excited to see that one on Thursday. Then Fowler at Honey going to be another good one, another Santa Fe League matchup there. South back at Kim and Branson, and then to wrap out your weekend there with another doubleheader, Del Norte at Honey. So obviously that game was canceled but got rescheduled to the 10th. So that would be the last regular season home game of the season for the Farmers squads. And then, so yeah, I'm going to do no more talking. Back to the game action as both teams have taken the court. So 17-16 is your score.
We will do a little playoff implication breakdown for you at the next quarter break. Kind of let you know where these teams are sitting and what they got to do to advance in the playoffs, which will start in about 3 weeks from now.
And then here comes Cranston out of the action on over to Winford, on over to Shively. Feed inside to Rios. Rios, the freshman, grabbing the start here tonight for this Lady Mustang squad. Out of bounds, heading the other way. And now Mintzig's going to bring it up. We only saw her bring it up for this Lady Bulldog squad when Rivera was on the bench. So see an adjustment already now out of the second half from head coach Mark Martinez is making Mintzig your guard now, your point guard specifically for this Lady Bulldog squad out of the locker room. Tip there from Shively. Great defensive aggressiveness. Recovers. Lady Mustang's going to slow things down on over to Winford. Back on over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez 6 points per game, 3.3 rebounds per game, 2.8 steals per game. Last year for this Lady Mustang squad. Shively finds an alley up and good. Great job there from Shively. Now this Lady Mustang squad back into this 18-17, back in the lead. Here comes Mintzig on over to Vera for the Lady Bulldogs, on over to Maldonado. Feed on over, that's going to be Atkins on over to Rivera. Tip there for Mintzig. Let's see, looks like that's going to be a little foul there called by Davey Santasteven on Lady Mustangs. Be the third there for Winford. So something to watch now for this Lady Mustang squad is Lady Mustangs can't be without Lexi Winford. You know, she's a critical piece of this Mustang squad. So something to keep an eye on now with 3 fouls. Up, Atkins off the rim, up no good. And be a foul there heading the other way. It's going to be on number 21, Riley Monarco. Press still displaying here from the Lady Bulldogs on over. Intercepted there from Rivera. Up with it, Mintzig. And back and forth. This game just going back and forth. Lots of lead changes. I believe that's the 3rd lead change of the game. Here comes Isabel Gonzalez on over to Charlie Burley. Slings it on over there, the junior. John Shively. Maldonado intercepts it there. Cranston trying to pick her pocket. Maldonado just going to take it. Go up with a shot. Up and good. And this Bulldogs team just doing a great job going inside the paint and scoring here out of the locker room. Timeout, Coach Winford. Timeout, Saddle Rock Sports Network. All right, at this time we're going to be talking about Blue Ribbon Processing. Our friends over there at Blue Ribbon Processing of Fowler, Colorado. Obviously, Cam Cummings Trucking LLC stepped up, Bowie Aesthetics, and Blue Ribbon Processing. Closing out the Triple Crown of great sponsors, of new sponsors for the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Go over to Blue Ribbon Processing of Fowler, Colorado for your meats needs. And we're going to go back in here to the action here. 21-18 is your score. 5:54 left in the 3rd quarter.
Both of these teams playing confident basketball, Brock. It was neat to see at the very beginning, Primero coming out hot, playing confident on their home court. We see the Mustangs maybe a little bit older as a consensus as a team, responded with maturity, did not fold after getting down by a quick 6-0. Now, both teams kind of just taking haymakers at each other here. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked what I've seen from both teams tonight, and both teams want this win. You can definitely tell. Here comes Rivera bringing it past the timeline on over there to Minsick. Tight ball game here, 5:25 left here in the third quarter. Cranston trying to save it out of bounds. Believe they're going to get, they're going to get Cranston last touching that one. Here comes Rivera. The heave on over to Monarco. Monarco working on Cranston, heaves it up and no good. Charlie Burley recovers. Nice little rebound there from the freshman Burley. Here comes Cranston and a foul. Going to be on Rivera.
It was an interesting defensive foul. Sometimes that will go either way. If you're watching, Cranston kind of had her left hand out there to ward off that offender, and a split second later, that could have been an offensive push-off, so she's got to be careful there.
Shively thought about it, on over to Rios. Nice little bounce feed pass outside to Isabel Gonzalez. Up, no good, recovered, Gianna Shively. Gianna Shively rounding it out on over to Candy Cranston. Candy Cranston trapped there for Matkins and Rivera. On over there, that's going to be Gabriela Rios. Bounce pass. Bodies hit the deck, recovered Rivera. And a timeout, Coach Martinez. We're going to take a timeout of our own. We're going to be right back here, all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
LARCC Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming out the timeout there, the man who recently called the timeout for his Lady Bulldog squad, head coach Mark Martinez. So far in the season, he's 5-8, 0-1, second in 1A Fisher's Peak, 2-3 at home with wins versus Antonito and Walsh. Levita obviously already won that league, and that loss last night, lost to them 65-42. 2023 points for this Bulldog squad, 39.15 points against, 42.69. Minsick feed inside. There goes Monarco on over there to Minsick. And they're going to get travel there on Monarco, heading the other way. And obviously, at the end of the third quarter, the architect, Mr. Brad Doherty, going to be bringing playoff implications there for you guys, so you guys are going to want to stay tuned on that. It's always cool to see, who's in, who's out, obviously on the projection so far, and, how things are looking. So always a cool little thing to see as we head into the meat and the potatoes of the season. So be Shively here for this Lady Mustang squad. Lady Mustangs can use 2 big free throws here so far. Shively, 0.5 assists per game, 2.5 points per game in her career of 2 games versus Primero. Connects there, 21-19. 1.8 steals per game last year on her campaign. That was 6th on the squad. 3 substitutions between the 2 teams there. Shively doing a great job of connecting there from the charity toss. Only a 1-point lead now for this Bulldog squad. Maldonado on over there to Minsick. Minsick breaks the timeline off the press of the Lady Mustangs. Minsick going inside, up no good. Tipped Charlie Burley on over there to Candy Cranston. Here comes Cranston over the left side. Cranston finds an alley. Cranston up no good. Nice block there from Skylar McCorkle. And 2 thumbs there from Greg Guzzo. Jump ball. Possession arrow for Lady Bulldogs heads in their favor. 21-19 is your score. tip there by Winford. Here comes Winford running and gunning. Working on 2 Bulldogs. Up and good.
That's another lead change, Brock.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, scoreboard says 21-21. I believe it's 22-21. I could be wrong, though. I could have missed something there, but...
I'll trust the scoreboard rather than my math.
Yeah, we're not too good at math. Well, I ain't anyway. I don't know about Brad. But nonetheless, Maldonado's going to head to the charity stripe here. Maldonado this year, 41% field goal percentage, shooting on a 48% free throw percentage, being 19 for 40. Rouse right off there from Maldonado. 21-21's the score. Garcia checking in. Mitzik hits the bench. Up, no good. Rouse off the rim. Rebound there from Katie Cranston. You've seen Cranston run on that left side on over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to be on the end around here for this Lady Mustang squad, but sealed quickly there from Garcia. Katie Cranston trap, slings outside to Shively. Great defense there from back of Bowie. Up, no good. Recovered Isabella Maldonado. Here comes Maldonado running and gunning. She's just going to take it coast to coast. Up, no good. Great defense there from Gonzalez. Heading the other way.
Looks like Primero's headed back to full court pressure, Brock.
Yes, it's worked good for him so far, so not surprised by head coach Mark Martinez electing to go with it again. That ball goes to the legs of Cranston. Recovered there for the freshman Burley. Shively's wide open. Thought about for a second, feet inside. Tipped. Here comes Maldonado. Maldonado getting 2 steals on back-to-back drives. Here comes Maldonado. Highly contested game here. 21-21 is your score. If you like close games, this game has been for you guys. Back of Bowie has it on over. Feet inside. On over there. Tipped. Little kick there from Cranston. Recovered there for Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs bring it past the charity stripe. That's going to be back of Bowie, newly entering the game, the freshman. McCorkle up, Rouse off the nets, up and no good. Recovered Charlie Burley. Here comes Burley. Going up with it, working on Garcia. Spin move, Burley. Inside, Isabel Gonzalez. Up, no good. Recovered Garcia. 2-minute warning here in the third quarter from Primero. Lady Bulldogs ball. Here comes Garcia. Garcia on over there. That's going to be Atkins. On over to back of Bowie, the freshman. On over there to Garcia. Garcia senior on this squad. Mid-jumper there from McCorkle, up no good. Rebound, Gianna Shively. Now if I'm the Lady Mustangs, you have the ball. I would slow things down here. Try to get a quality shot and try to get back in this lead. Up no good. Lexi Winford up. To the window, to the wall there. Lexi Winford. Lady Mustangs back in the lead here. 23-21's the score. Here comes Maldonado. She's going to have it. Feet inside of McCorkle. Lady Bulldogs need a bucket. Atkins up no good. Recovered back to Bowie in the hands back over there to Atkins. Atkins on over to Garcia to the freshman back to Bowie up. Rouse right off there. McCorkle has it. It's going to be white ball underneath. Monarco checking in. 23-21's your score. Lady Mustangs on top. Mitzik going to check in. McCorkle hits the bench. Gabrielle Rios do a check in now. And Gianna Shively hits the bench.
I believe that was the first foul called on Gianna Shively.
Back to Bowie, up with it. Rouse right off the rim. Recover Isabella Maldonado. Maldonado on over the freshman. She's going to pull it up, but no good. Recovered. It's going to stay right here. And that's just the thing you see if Gabrielle Rios comes back and watches that game. Just let it go out of bounds there, Gabby. That's last touch, obviously, by Lady Bulldogs, but just let that one go. And, that's things you're going to learn down the stretch. She's got 3 more years to groom herself and look for things like that. So,
well, and this is the best place to learn stuff like
right,
that.
Especially.
When is it good to save the ball? When it's under your own team's basket? When's it good to let it go? It's, again, you don't learn that in practice. You learn it in games.
For sure. Great call, great call. Mitzik's going to have it there. On the logo, on over to back of Bowie. On over to Atkins to the mid-range. On over to back of Bowie, the freshman. and bounces. That's going to be a kick there on the Lady Mustangs.
You know, it was interesting several possessions ago. There seemed to be a kick that sent the ball into the backcourt,
Yeah.
but there was no kick call there. I thought that was kind of an interesting way that played out.
For sure. 39-5 left in the third quarter. 23-21. Monarco's going to pull up. Can't get the Bulldogs back to even. Here comes Winford on over to Cranston. And you see this Bulldogs team, they elect not to use the press off of transitions. If it's on an inbound, they'll go to that press, but if the rebound happens, they run and gun with it to a man-to-man. But nonetheless, timeout. We're going to take a timeout of our own here all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado. And we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
Alrighty, big shout out there over to Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions. Creating great fields there all over Colorado of artificial turf. If you haven't been to Branson yet, or you might have seen on the games of that great field they created over there in Branson, doing a very fine job. So big shout out on over to Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions for sponsoring today's game. On over, intercepted Minsick and a foul. Little reach in there on the Lady Mustangs. 11.3 remaining. If I'm Coach Martinez, I'm slowing things down. You want to get the last shot of the third quarter. You don't want this Lady Mustang squad to expand the lead anymore. Up and recovered. Monarco's going to sling it. Tipped Maldonado. Recovered Burley. And she's not going to have enough time to get past the timeline. Nonetheless, barn burner here from Primero. 23-21 is your score. You're watching high school basketball all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Going back on over there to super fans. Big shout out on over to our super fans, Bob and Tina Watkins, Oakley Wilson, Connie Forster, Orville and Rose Strain, and Gail Hamilton. I'm going to leave up that QR code for you guys, and we'll get back in the action here in about 30 seconds.
Actually, just leave the microphone on. I'm going to talk playoff implications for these two teams. Currently, according to the JASA Selection and Seeding Index, which is the name of the combined RPI plus Max Preps ratings that's used pretty much exclusively here in 1A and 2A basketball for playoff seedings. The Kim Branson Mustangs are sitting now at number 29. The Primero Bulldogs are sitting at number 39. Now, what's interesting about that is pretty much not a lot changes this late in the season unless there is an upset that kind of moves you up or down. So there's a lot at stake here for the Primero Bulldogs. If they win this game, that notches them
they can jump them up quite a bit.
Closer to that magic number of 32. And what that means is the top 32 pretty much are the ones that are going to advance to regionals after the district tournament. So important game here for both squads. Kim Branson not wanting to fall, get on the bubble. They're pretty close to it at 29. Primero looking to jump up and get back in the playoff mix. Back to you, Brock.
All righty. Thank you, Brad. Great job of breaking down things there for us. We truly appreciate it. Gabby Rios going to have it there, trapped there from back of Bowie on over, feet inside. Burley up and good. And that's why I said this Lady Bulldogs squad, with how tight this game has been, they can't have the leads expand, I think, past 2 for either squad because it's been that close of a game all 4 quarters so far. So Lady Bulldogs need to respond quickly here. Winford recovers, slowing things down. I like the idea of just chewing the clock with how close this game is. Isabel Gonzalez is going to be up, roused off the iron, inside there to Monarco, recovers.
That bucket by Burley got all 6 Kim Mustangs in the book.
There you go. So great production from all 6 of the Lady Mustangs here tonight. Rouse out of bounds. Rivera's going to check in. Back of Bowie hits the bench. Back of Bowie, 8 games played, 1 point per game, 0.8 steals per game. Season high 3 versus Creed in that 39-36 win, and Levita last night in that loss. Tip there, recovered. And heading the other way, last touch there from Rivera. Shively checking in now for this Lady Mustang squad. Lexi Winford gets the call to the bench.
Here's more of that full court pressure from the Bulldogs.
Here comes Burley. Slings it on over there to Cranston. Cranston breaks the press. Lady Mustang's got numbers. Wide open Rios. Up no good. Recovered Mitzik. And a foul. They're not going to get the jump ball. They're going to get the foul.
I didn't see who they signaled there. Looks like they signaled Shively. That is foul number 2.
6:38 remaining, ladies and gentlemen. 25-21 is your score. Mitzik going inside. Up no good. Recovered Monarco. Monarco slings it outside there. That's going to be Rivera over to Atkins. Atkins going to go inside up. That was off the iron, but she's going to get 2.
And that will be number 3, I believe, on Kennedy Cranston.
So something to watch. I believe Lexi Winford's got 3, and then now Kennedy Cranston with 3. Skylar McCorkle would check in after this free throw from the charity line for Atkins. Atkins up and no good on that first one. Head coach Mark Martinez elects not to use McCorkle on this drive and send her back to the bench. So this 5 is going to remain for now for this Lady Bulldog squad. Nice little rebound there from Candy Cranston. Atkins unable to connect on those 2. Cranston brings it past the timeline here. 25-21 is your score here. Bring the action here from Primero, all on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Gonzalez pump fake, feeding inside. Gonzalez up. And a foul. Gonzalez is going to get 2. Gonzalez, 10 points on 4-12 shooting last year versus Primero. I'm no good. That first one off the iron there for Gonzalez. Lexi Winford checking in now. Rios hits the bench. Second one from Gonzalez. Rattles in. 5-point lead now for this Lady Mustang squad. Jocelyn Rivera on over to Atkins. Atkins on over. Had a wide open Monarco. She's going to let it go inside her. Nice little move inside there from Monarco to close the gap to only being down 3 now for this Bulldog squad. Back over the press. Winford on over to Cranston. Heaves it on over to Isabel Gonzalez, the senior. Tip there, last touch from Lexi Winford.
Unforced critical turnover by the Mustangs.
Obviously 5:40 still remaining. That can be a play where down the stretch you can potentially look back at if the Bulldogs can be able to prevail and come out victorious in this game. Up and good there from Minsick. Sealing the gap, and now 5 unanswered points now. Here comes Cranston on over to Gonzalez. Good trap there from Lady Bulldogs. Rivera just unable to save it there. Nonetheless, Lady Mustangs ball.
Lady Mustangs got lucky on that one. Good defense and a difficult pass from Gonzalez trying to break that press. Those passes got to be sharper, got to be quicker to more open teammates. All right, let's hear from the sponsor.
All right, you're talking about good, crisp passes. I'm talking about good, great sponsors. Cam Cummings Trucking LLC. Contact Cam Cummings Trucking LLC for any of your hauling needs, alfalfa and hay needs, anything like that. We're going to have commercials up for these guys here in a bit, but we haven't got that done yet, but we're going to have that instead of read-offs here in the upcoming games. But nonetheless, shout out to Cam Cummings Trucking LLC for getting it done and sponsoring the rest of basketball season and Los Animas County Fair coverage. We're going to go on over now to the game action. We're going to keep it back over here with only 12 seconds remaining, obviously, out of this timeout taken by head coach Winford. Obviously, very close game, as Mr. Brad Doherty said. This Bulldogs team need to escape tonight with the win, sitting at 39th. And obviously, both teams are playing each other again. I believe that's next Wednesday. they're going to be playing each other again down in Kim. So you're going to have another good game if that game's anything like this game, because this has been a very close game here so far.
Yeah, regardless which team wins tonight, the other one that doesn't win is going to be out for a little payback next week.
For sure. We love little close town rivalries, we'll call it.
Absolutely.
On over to Shively. She has it on over to Winford, back over to the freshman Cranston. Cranston trying to drive inside, but Maldonado and Atkins sealed it quick. Roundabout on over to Shively. She thought about it. Trapped there outside a wide open Winford. Back on over to Cranston. 4:48 remaining. Cranston on over to Shively. On over there to Winford. Cranston just slowing things down here. Obviously, being up 1, you do not want a critical mistake down the stretch. Candy Cranston going inside, up no good, recovered Monarco. Here comes the Bulldogs. Things heating up here from Primero. Rivera on over to Minsick. Minsick going inside. Up, and she's going to get 2. See who that foul is called on. They're going to get Gianna Shively, I believe. That's going to be her 3rd. So 3 Lady Mustangs now with 3 fouls. Something to watch here. If this Lady Bulldogs team gets down the stretch and up, Lady Mustangs won't have a lot of fouls to give as Minsick connects there. Obviously, you'll have a foul to give from Winford and Cranston and Shively, obviously, with it only being at 3 as Minsick gets the Bulldogs back in the lead. But 3 fouls now committed with that new nation rule. If they hit 5, every foul after 5 is, bonus. So they'll head to the charity stripe. Burley slings it on over to Shively. Shively can get the Mustangs back in the league, unable to tip. Last touch, Cranston recovered there. Lady Bulldogs ball. 27-26 is the score. Lady Bulldogs on top.
That was a dangerous play by Kennedy Cranston to try to go over the back, potentially to tip the ball away. You got to avoid potential fouls number 4 like that.
Good call. Good steal there. Here comes Gianna Shively. Gianna Shively up in a foul. That's going to be on Minsick. Shively's going to head to the charity stripe. Right here, if Shively can get this Lady Mustang squad back in the lead, she can make up for that 3rd foul she committed down the stretch there about 20 seconds ago. Back and forth, back and forth. You love basketball games like this if you're myself. I think there's a lot of people out there that like close basketball games, but I'm one of the most people that like close games. So I'm glad to be calling this game and bringing it to you guys here on the LARCC Sports Network. Rios hits the bench. Gonzalez checking in, and just like that, another lead change.
With that, Gianna Shively's 3 of 4 at the line, and that was point number 10.
Good job so far there from Gianna Shively. Isabel Maldonado up and no good. Save there from Atkins. Lady Mustangs up by 1. They cannot allow a point here. Atkins on over to Rivera. 3:30 remaining on over to Minsick. This game's going to go down the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Maldonado working inside on Burley, up and no good. Recovered Winford. Winford on over there to Cranston. Cranston trying to get past the timeline. Freshman on freshman. Back on over to the senior, Isabel Gonzalez. The only senior on the court here. Up and no good there from Shively. Grabs the offensive board, up and no good. Taken away there, Candy Cranston. Lady Mustangs going to run their offense, going to send Winford on over the top. Gonzalez has it to the right. Tip there from Rivera. Recovered. Burley working on 2. Bulldogs up, no good. And a foul. I believe they might get Cranston there on the little push. I'm not too sure. See, yeah, it's going to be on Cranston, indeed, her 4th. So, obviously, 4th foul committed from Cranston. 4th team foul committed of the quarter. So, every foul now, the Lady Bulldogs will head to the charity stripe. And we're going to get a timeout and hear a word from our lovely sponsor, Woody's Furniture.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament.
LARCC Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
Alrighty, big shout out there over our sponsors, LARCC and Woody's Furniture. They brought those back-to-back commercials there for you guys. Fireworks here from Primero, 28-27 being the score out of the commercial TV timeout. Very close game here from Primero. Both teams, obviously, common sense, very well both into this. Here comes Atkins, mid-jumper. All chords there. Your hometown Lady Bulldogs back on top. And a foul there on Rivera. I believe that's going to be number 3 or 4 for her. I'm not too sure. It's going to be number 4 on Rivera. So now this Lady Bulldog squad kind of getting in trouble now. 3 fouls committed of the quarter. Obviously, we go back to that double bonus. They only got 1 more foul to give down the stretch. Quick handoff on over to Cranston. Cranston tried to kick out over to Gonzalez. Gap sealed quickly there from Minsick. Here comes Gonzalez. She's going to have it. Brings to the top of the key. Double team there in the zone defense for this Lady Bulldog squad. Cranston kicks it outside there. Pump fake Gonzalez. 2-minute warning here from Primero. Both teams very well still in this. Quick handoff over to Winford. Killing time here. Obviously, both teams I see down the stretch are going to want a quality shot in this game. Nice little feed inside Burley. Pump fake run on McCorkle. Put it in the book and send Burley to the line. Lady Mustangs up 1. We'll have the Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions post-game show report coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game. Subs, Monarco coming in. McCorkle hits the bench. First foul committed of the night there for McCorkle, so I expect Coach Martinez probably to mix and match her off the bench and onto the court, obviously, with that just being her first foul. But 4 fouls now committed by both squads. Very critical. Here comes Burley working on over there to Winford, on over to Cranston. Lady Mustangs on over to Winford, on over there. That's going to be Cranston. Cranston's going to slow things down now for this Mustang squad. 30-29 is your score, 1:30 remaining. Here comes Cranston on over to Winford. Winford just slowing things down. Lane Mustangs electing not to move. Winford moving on over to Gonzalez on over the swing. Here comes Gonzalez, 1:17 remaining. Gonzalez on over there to Winford. 1:13 remaining. Fireworks here. Here comes Isabella Maldonado. Winford picks her pocket and a travel call there on Winford. What a sequence of events there. And a timeout taken by Coach Winford. We're going to take a timeout of our own. We'll be right back here all on the LARCC Sports Network.
When you partner with Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions, you become part of the family. Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions is a design, build, and install company for synthetic turf fields serving Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming. We are the only owner-operated turf build and install company in Colorado. And we are a one-stop shop that does it all in-house, which means the people that are building your field care about quality and will make sure that it is done right. Choose Rocky Mountain Turf Solutions and join our family.
You got to attack.
We're going to unmute. All right. Absolute fireworks here. The situation right now, 30-29. Hometown Bulldogs have the ball off of the turnover there from Winford on the travel call there. 1 point lead for this Lady Mustang squad. I believe, what is there, minute 39 left?
About minute 10.
Yeah, minute 10
15,
left.
minute
so,
10.
I mean, The whole game doesn't.
Minute 7, we were both shooting long.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter what either team has done to this point. This minute 07 is going to defy this whole game. Here comes Maldonado on over to Atkins. Atkins on over there to Rivera, on over to Minsick. Bounce pass taken away. Isabel Gonzalez. And now you got to kill as much time as possible if you're the Lady Mustang squad. Cranston lost it for a second. Got to get past that timeline. They get past there with Winford. Winford on over there. That's going to be Candy Cranston holding the ball. And that's going to be a little foul there.
And that's foul number 5.
So we went back to that, obviously, with the new rule. 5 fouls. Every foul now sends the Lady Mustangs to the line.
3rd foul on number 10, Minsick.
Candy Cranston now going to head to the cherry stripe. No good. If I'm Coach Martinez, 4 fouls, I would go inside the paint quick. You want to get somebody to hack and send your Lady Bulldogs to the line as Cranston can't connect. Right now, I'd heave it on over to Monarco and try to draw a foul. You want to get in that double bonus and even it up with the Mustangs. Mintic up and no good. Monarco up, rouse off the iron, recovered Burley on over to Cranston. And Maldonado in a foul. If that's on Cranston, that's her 5th.
No, I think they're going to get Maldonado on the reach, and Cranston's going to go to the line.
So Lady Mustangs there. Saved there. Great job there from the freshman. Timeout taken by Coach Martinez. I think we're going to stay right here. 30-29. Close ball game. Under a minute remaining. Like we said, coming out of that commercial break, that last minute 07 does not matter what you've done before. Either team can win with that minute 07 remaining. This game is still anybody's ball game, but Candy Cranston now can make this a 3-point lead.
Right now, though, Cranston shooting 0 for 4 from the free throw line thus far tonight. So, in a way, if you're going to foul, you want to foul somebody. Granted, I doubt they're looking at the stat line. Typically, Cranston is a better free throw shooter than we've seen her perform this evening. But right now, 1-point lead, chance to get up to 3. Freshman Kennedy Cranston at the charity stripe.
Could be the biggest game of her freshman career so far. Up and good there from Cranston. Makes it a 2-point lead. So now 1 for 5 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Well, if you're going to start making them, now's a great time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about those missed ones. If you clutch up here, as she does
Just like
there.
that.
Connects.
3-point lead, 34 seconds to go.
Here comes Rivera. Lady Bulldogs. I would try to get it inside and try to get somebody to hack to make it a double bonus, get some points to the charity stripe. Timeout there from Coach Martinez. Keeping it right here, obviously. 23.7 remaining. 32-29, obviously your score. I keep saying it. I'd like them to go inside, try to get somebody to hack. You could potentially make it a 3-point play off of a made 2 and then making it obviously from the charity stripe that 1. I'm excited to see what both Coach Martinez and Coach Winford have drawn up here down the stretch. We're happy to bring it to you. We're going to hit a word here now from Woody's Furniture.
Woody's Furniture invites you to stop by one of their 2 convenient locations to browse their fine selection of beautiful furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more for your home. Visit their original store in downtown Raton or their new store in Trinidad on Freedom Road, right next to Big R, for a personal and professional furniture shopping experience. Woody's Furniture proudly supports the student athletes and student broadcasters of this tournament.
They haven't made a 3 tonight.
Well, it's been 3 drives now, but okay, I'm going to unmute us.
Okay, go for it.
32-29, 23-7 remaining. We'll see what Coach Martinez has drawn up here. 6 fouls committed by the hometown Lady Bulldogs, 4 from the Lady Mustangs. Maldonado, she's going to have it. And heading the other way.
Tiptoed out of bounds.
Tiptoed.
That darn line. 21 seconds to go.
Here comes Winford on over there. That's going to be Shively trapped. And Shively's going to head to the charity stripe now. Fouled by Atkins. 7th foul committed by this Lady Bulldog squad. And Shively, she's been pretty good from the charity stripe so far tonight. I believe she's made 2 or 3 from the line.
She is shooting 3 out of 4.
So 75%, I mean, you'll take that from the charity stripe. Shively connects, makes it a 4-point lead for this Mustang squad.
So now if you are the Mustangs, I'm going to put myself in Coach Winford's shoes. I would say, don't play defense. Let them come down. Let them shoot. You know,
just play smart and conservative.
Yes.
Good call. 5-point lead. I just play off the ball now if you're this Lady Mustang squad. You maybe want to go to a zone and just slow things down, have them get off of them. And great job there from Isabel Gonzalez doing exactly that. Feet inside, Maldonado, rouse off the iron, recovers, and a foul. Five-point lead, 5.2 remaining. Lady Mustangs heading now to the charity stripe. That's going to be Lexi Winford. Timeout taken by Coach Martinez. We're going to run an ad here. Big shout out to Cummings Trucking LLC of Honey, Colorado. Stepping up there, good trucking company there. All your hauling needs, alfalfa and hay needs, all that good stuff. Contact Cummings Trucking LLC for your hauling needs. Then on over there to Blue Ribbon Processing of Fowler, Colorado. Have some good meats on over there of Fowler. So if you want to get you some sausage or some good, beef hamburger, contact Blue Ribbon Processing. So we're going to go back in the action. Obviously, quick timeout there from Coach Martinez. I believe that was his last timeout. Not keeping track too good up here, but I believe that no more timeouts remaining from Coach Martinez. I believe he used his last one there. So.
Yeah, looking at the scoreboard, looks like Coach Winford has one more, but that is all for Coach Martinez.
Up and good there from Winford.
She's got 5 points tonight.
And makes it a 6-point lead now for this Mustang squad. Up and no good. Rivera slings it on over to Atkins. 2 seconds left. Atkins up and good. Mustangs gallop out of Primero with the victory. 35-31 is your score. We're going to run the LARCC commercial and then we bring in our final comments and reactions of this great game from Primero.
LARCC Trucking is the place to call if you have something to haul. A family-owned trucking business since 2021, LARCC is named after the owner's children, their motivation to create a successful future. LARCC is ready to help you haul your hay, cattle, gravel, or equipment anywhere in southwestern United States. LARCC also buys and sells hay. Give them a call today at 970-274-0826 and get ready to haul.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here. 35-31 here. This is the LARCC postgame show report. Lady Mustangs there going back and forth. Both teams had a very nice, highly contested game, coming up by 4. Final obviously being 35-31. Lady Mustangs will leave Primero here tonight with the win. I liked what I've seen from both teams, obviously. We saw that Mustang squad get into foul trouble there early into the fourth quarter, but the tables kind of turned. This Lady Mustangs team played a lot more aggressive on offense, turned around and turned it into bonuses, and getting a lot of made shots from the charity stripe. Coming out big here. Final being 35-31. Liking what I saw from both squads, as I already said. I'm going to sling it on over there to Brad to points totals, and then I'll pick out my player of the game.
All right, let's start with the Bulldogs side of the scorebook. Leading her team was Minsick with 9 points. 3 of those coming from the field, 3 of those coming from the stripe. Then Isabella Maldonado with 8, Monarco with 6, And then Atkins finished with 8 points of her own. Now on the Mustangs side of the ball, all the Mustangs got in the book tonight. Gabby Rios finished with 1. Charlie Burley finished with 4. Kennedy Cranston ended up with, Lexi Winford with 5. Cranston with 6. Isabel Gonzalez with 7. But leading all scorers tonight, the junior Gianna Shively, 12 points on 5 of 6 shooting from the free throw line at a very critical time late in the game. That is your scoring summary from Blue Ribbon Processing.
Yeah, and I think it really goes down to 2 players for my player of the game. I think it's truly between Gianna Shively and Isabel Gonzalez. Isabel Gonzalez got it done early there with 6 points in the first half, 1 in the second half, 7 points total for her. Got it started early for this Mustang squad, but at the end of the day, you said those free throws were critical for this Mustang squad to gallop out of Primero with the win. I'm going to go with the junior Gianna Shively as your LARCC player of the game. Just truly sealed the game. Only player of this whole game who had double digits. Obviously, you had Atkins and Maldonado, I believe, with 8, and then Shively wrapping it up with 10, and truly just 5 points from Charity Stripe. You like that, and all 5 of those were critical. So big shout out there to Gianna Shively being your LARCC player of the game. That's going to wrap it up. Basketball coming tomorrow.
Doubleheader.
Yeah, there you go. Hanover and Kim Branson, and then obviously
Levita
and
at
Honey.
Honey.
So sorry, I drew a Blair there for a second. I was like, who am I covering tomorrow? But we'll have that Kim crew down there. I'll be on the call for that Honey game. Thank you all who have joined us here so far on the Saddle Rock Sports Network here tonight. We truly appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Brock Brunelli, Brad Doherty signing off. Thank you all, and God bless.